Hi everyone, my name is Alina Ryder and I chose the book Sea Otter Heroes, The Predators That Saved an Ecosystem by Patricia Newman. Patricia Newman is an Italian woman who majored in child development at Cornell University. She started writing after she had her second child, and she was inspired to write children's books when she would visit her children's classrooms. The process of choosing this book was difficult. What I did was go through the list of the Cerber Award list that we were given, and I just picked and choose which books would best fit the criteria, and that's how I chose this book. This book is an honors book off of this list. For about this book, I'm going to do a summary. Did you know that sea otters and seagrass have a connection between them when it comes to the Elkhorn Slough in the Monterey Bay? Well, a marine biologist named Brent Hughes wanted to discover this relationship. He did science experiments with the scientific method. He found data and compared and contrasted it to different areas to find the truth in this crazy adventure that he went on. Basically, what he discovered is that the sea otters controlled the crab population because crabs eat these organisms called sea hares, and the sea hares are what eat the algae off of the seagrass. And so when they eat the algae off of the seagrass, that allows the seagrass to go through photosynthesis and live and reproduce. So basically, the reason why the ecosystem is so healthy is due to the food chain and the sea otters. This book is appropriate for ages 9 through 12. I found this out on arbookfind.com. Also, the text and photographs are just very mature, wouldn't really quite fit K through 3rd grade. I don't think that they would understand this book. I also think it's a little too easy for like high schoolers because it was easy for me to read. But it's a book that I would not mind reading if I were 9 years old. There were 5 interesting facts that I learned in this book. Number 1 is that this slough in this book borders a farm in the Salinas Valley, which this farm is where most of the United States gets their salad greens from. Number 2 is farms that are near bodies of water pollute the water with nutrients from the fertilizers that they use. Number 3 is that large quantities of nutrients create large amounts of algae, and algae is the thing that kills seagrass in the sloughs in this book. Number 4 is that the food chain in an ecosystem is important to the balance and health of an ecosystem, and that's the main point of this book, is the discovery that he found in Northern California. Number 5 is the importance of seagrass in ecosystems. Basically, seagrass calms waves, and calm waves prevent erosion and high sea levels. Seagrass also creates a nursery for young marine life. It creates hiding places, provides food, protection from predators. So basically, seagrass is very important for the ecosystems in Northern California. This book fits in the nonfiction inquiry category. The author goes in depth and shows the readers how the marine biologist investigated and discovered, and how he just went through the scientific method with his scientific experience, like showed in depth how he discovered that the sea otters were the reason that this ecosystem was so healthy. So I'm going to go through the organization patterns of this book. For description, this book provides a lot of examples of different information and defining different things. So for this page, this describes the features of an otter and how it helps them live their everyday. For the sequence, I am showing you the timeline of the discoveries for this science experiment, basically. Compare and contrast, I am showing you that in the text right here, that he compared 2 different locations to see what seagrass levels were like. For problem and solution, I am showing you the solution of his problem, but he had 2 hypotheses in the beginning and they lacked evidence, and so he asked somebody for data sheets and he found a new discovery, basically, and that was the solution. For cause and effect, I am showing you the science experiment that he did, and so he put it in new ecosystems in buckets and experimented to see if the relationship between the otters and seagrass. So this book had every single organization tool in it, and this is the table of contents. This is the glossary. This is the source notes page. This is the bibliography. This is the About the Author page, and he also acknowledged where the photos came. And then again, this is the timeline of his scientific discovery. For the visual elements, he had plenty of photographs, and then so there's a photograph right there on this page, and then there is also a graph right there. This is a map. This is where the Elkhorn Slough is located. See right there, yeah. This book did really enhance my understanding of what the book was about. I thought it was very fascinating. It was easy to follow. It was pretty easy to read. The author helped to define words, especially words that I didn't know because I'm not a marine biologist. And then the events went in order. It was nice to see how he started and how he ended. Yes, I do recommend this book very much. It was very fascinating. I learned something new, something that I didn't know. I also really like all the cute photos of the sea otters. And I think that the photographs help imagine the adventures that the marine biologist went on. I think it was a very thorough book. Thank you for watching. I hope everybody likes it.